Live on a cloudy, rainy, and gross Thursday morning, the day before Halloween, the last show of October. And it's just terrible weather out there, but at least it's going to be warm, a high of 60 today. Welcome on into the Bullpen. I am your host, Adam the Bull. He is Dustin Fox. It's a Bull and Fox edition brought to you by Bet Rivers. If you're not using the Bet Rivers app, get on it today. Players who place a qualifying same-game parlay of at least $10 on eligible NFL or NCAA football games will receive one standard entry into the weekly Squares game. Winning standard squares will be awarded a prize of a $20 bonus bet. See the app and website for more details. Dustin, how you doing? What's going on?
Adam, I'm good. Good morning.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in Houston, Texas today.
Did you eat some barbecue yesterday?
Nah, dude. I'm obsessed with Whataburger.
You're in Texas, man.
Yeah,
Whataburger?
They've got Whataburgers down the south, man, and they don't have them in Ohio. And I love Whataburger. I got it last night when I got in.
Got to eat some barbecue while you're in Texas, though. Come on.
I mean, dude, I've been in the South every week. Like, I can get barbecue anywhere.
Yeah, but
anytime.
it's not. It's different. Texas barbecue's different than Alabama. That's a different style of barbecue.
Yeah, there's like Memphis barbecue. Yeah. There's like Texas barbecue. There's like you said, Alabama barbecue.
Yeah. I mean, is your
wife
with you?
I don't. No, I'm solo this trip.
Oh, that's it. You don't have her to class you up for this trip here.
I mean, she'd probably drag me out to somewhere decent.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Dude, I'm just like,
she's away. You're just going to fast food.
Dude, I'm posted up in the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna do a podcast. I'm gonna do a little prep right here.
Right.
My game Friday.
Right.
We got Memphis and Rice on Friday night. Halloween night, by the way.
I know you got your costume all set.
I got I'm celebrating with a little t-shirt here today. But no, I'm just gonna be watching movies in the hotel room, studying the next couple days.
All right, good job out of you. A lot to get to today. We'll talk about the trade deadline, which is coming up in less than a week in the NFL. We'll get to your comments. Make sure you put your comment in the chat at YouTube, like Sammy Hill did with the Bull and Fox emojis. So that we'll get to some of your comments, including Eric, who says hello from Spain.
Hello, Eric.
Cool there, Eric. I'm actually going on vacation next week. I never go away during the season usually, but I am this year, and I'm going to St. Martin on Tuesday. I'm very excited about this. And I was looking at the weather. It's going to be 87 degrees like every day that I'm there. I'm actually going to go snorkeling, which I've never done in my life, believe it or not. So
have you been to like the Caribbean before?
Never.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about it. I've heard
you'll like
things.
It. They got lucky. They missed the hurricane missed them, right?
It hit
Jamaica and Cuba. Went through.
St. Martin.
It missed Bermuda, thankfully too. That's my spot that we went this past summer.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. Before we jump into it, we'll start with the Cavs here in a second. Bet Rivers users will receive a second chance token for any first touchdown wager each game day of primetime NFL games, Thursday, Sunday, Monday. In the event of two primetime games on a given day, the token will be valid for either game. It's the NFL primetime first touchdown second chance bet. All right, Dustin, last night in Boston, the Cavaliers just got smoked. The second quarter was a wild first quarter. Teams combined for 82 points. The Cavs had a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Boston kept the good times going with their offense in the second quarter, but the Cavs didn't keep up. They only scored 18 in the second quarter, so they were down 75-60 at the half, and they cut it to, I think, 8 or 9 a couple of times, but never really got back into it, and they end up losing by 20. And if they're going to try to push that the NBA season counts, even though I don't totally buy it, then I got to be critical when they don't play well, and they didn't play well yesterday. What's your thoughts on this game?
Well, they did not play well in that game. You give up they give up 42 points in the first quarter.
Yep.
Or something 40, like that.
40, yeah.
40 points. Like, dude.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing defensively.
Yeah.
The performance that they put up, it was nice, to see some offensive surge a little bit, but dude, if you're not going to provide any resistance defensively, and this is a team that doesn't have their best player, He's out for the year.
Yep.
And they're good. They're a good team. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them. They still got good players. Like, obviously Brown,
Derek White.
Derek White's
Peyton
also a
Pritchard was
very,
the
very
sixth
good
man of the
player.
year.
Pritchard, that guy can hit from anywhere. I mean, they've got good players. So it's a challenge. And you're on the road, by the way. I said to you yesterday during the UCSS show, I'm like, spread being 3.5 tells you something.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that spread not 6? And then sure enough, they come out and get their doors blown off by 20 on the road.
And the Celtics have all these. I'll be honest, I never heard of these guys. 2 of their starters, Josh Minott and Keta.
I've heard of him.
I can't even remember how to pronounce his name. Those guys had 28 rebounds. The Celtics, it's early, obviously. This is the 5th game of the year for both teams. The Celtics had been the worst rebounding team in the league, and they killed the Cavs on the boards. They out-rebounded them 53-42. Minott and Keta had 28 rebounds. Those 2 guys between them had 21 points, 28 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals and a block, and only 3 turnovers. Like, who the hell are these guys? The Cavs lost by 20. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, 2 of their best shooters, were 4 for 20 from 3. So their 2 best shooters were 4 or 20 from 3, and the Cavs lost by 20 points.
Yeah,
Evan Mobley was like, where was he in this game?
I'm just like, the Cavs shot 52 threes.
Yeah.
They were 32% from 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
DeAndre Hunter was just hideous in this game.
Just atrocious.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell didn't even score a point in the second half.
Yeah, and Mobley didn't really do anything till late in the second half. The game was over, and it was just a bad game. Everybody played poorly.
I actually only saw like a little bit of this game because I was in the air last night.
Yeah.
My flight was at 7 something. And so like I saw a little bit. I was checking the score. I had internet on my plane, so I was like checking the box score and stuff. And then I landed, they were down 20. And I'm like, screw it. I was gonna actually watch it when I was on the shuttle to my rental car place. But I was like, screw it.
No, it wasn't worth watching by that point.
Just chalk it up to 1 of 82. It's like one of those deals where like I don't really care about this game. I'm not like losing sleep over this. Whatever. It is what it is. But we're still gonna be talking about these games. We still got, they played 5 games. They're 3-2. If my math serves me correctly, Adam, we have 77 more games.
I'm impressed that you got that right.
Bull and Fox math.
Yeah. To that point, you don't want to get caught up in one game. But, what we got sold for this team this year, to not feel like it was the same team that has fallen on their face every postseason, we got sold on an improved bench, which I think they'll probably have once everybody's healthy. And we also got sold on Evan Mobley taking this next big step from all-star to superstar. Mm-hmm. Right? This is what it's been about for 5 years since Evan Mobley got drafted, that eventually he'll become the next great big man, the great superstar. And listen, he's a very good player. If last year is the best of Evan Mobley, that's still a really good player. He was an all-star. He was the defensive player of the year because Wemby got hurt. Even still, he'd be the second best defensive player. And that's good. But that's not good enough for them to win a championship, probably. For them to win a championship, Evan Mobley's got to become a superstar. And the hope is that this year it happens. And I know even Mikey McNuggets admitted, and he's a big basketball guy, that if it doesn't happen this year, it may just not happen. He may just be this, all-star type of player. Some years an all-star, very good defensively, but not the superstar. And so far, we haven't seen a superstar. Again, way too early because it's only 5 games, but his shooting has been terrible. His efficiency is terrible. He's shooting mid-range like we don't need Evan Mobley chucking up a bunch of mid-range shots.
Dude, mid-range shots are just from an analytics standpoint, don't make a lot of sense.
Nope.
Like, why just take a couple steps back and hit the 3 or shoot the 3. It's like you don't need to shoot a long 2.
He was 2 of 8 from 3, which obviously is bad. And then he was 5 of 11 outside of 3, which, is not terrible, but and he's got to be better from the line. Like, he should be an 80% shooter. And he's rebounding the ball, and he's, he seems to improve his passing ability, but he's just got to be more aggressive consistently. There's moments where he is, and then it just kind of disappears for large chunks of the game, and it's frustrating. I think as a fan, I'm frustrated watching him sometimes, but I know we got to give it more time. It's way too early to get panicked about anything. Cavs will next play tomorrow on Halloween. They're home for their next 2 games after playing the first 5 on the road. They're home tomorrow night for Toronto, and then Sunday night against Atlanta. They actually got 3 in a row at home and 4 or 5. They'll play Philly, and so I'd be interested to see Philly. They've been real good so far. Have you seen the amount of points they've scored?
Well, I it's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I had a 6-team parlay the other night, and
Yeah,
the one that didn't hit.
they didn't cover against the Wizards.
Correct. No, they did.
Oh,
They did cover. I had the Wizards plus 4.5. I don't know if you saw how it was an absolute bad beat, dude.
Oh my God.
An absolute. The Wizards were up like 20 with like 4 to go.
Yeah,
Or 5 to go or something in the game.
Philly outscored them 32-16 in the fourth quarter, and then 13-8 in overtime. So they outscored 45-24 after.
I'll just tell you what happened real fast.
Yeah.
So they're down 4 in overtime with
Yeah.
7 seconds. They hit a 3. Okay, so now they're down 1, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to cover this 4.5. They're down 1 with 7 seconds to go. Oh no, because they foul.
Yeah.
They make the 2 free throws. So now it's 3, right? So what has to happen now? Yep. They're going to have to, in one more possession, they throw a half-court pass, turnover, turnover, and then a quick foul. And that's it. And they win by 5. Unbelievable.
Sucks.
Dude, the NBA, dude. I mean, whatever. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, but there's shady shit going on right now.
Oh, come on. Well, who knows?
Dude, you got to admit this shit's shady.
I don't listen. I think they're staying on top of it. They don't want anything. They're busting guys when they're doing anything shady. I think they're on top of it. But have you seen what Tyrese Maxey has done so far?
He's unbelievable. Like the other night, he had 30, 39 or something. 40.
Here's his
points.
scoring. Here's his scoring so far this year: 40, 28, 43, 39. 28 was his worst game. Plus, he has 33 assists in the 4 games too. I mean, he's been crazy good. They got 5 players averaging 16.5 points or more. And Embiid is their 5th leading scorer. This Edgecombe, this rookie's been fantastic.
Isn't it crazy though, dude? Like if you don't watch a ton of NBA, and if you just like woke up from a coma today, there's so many guys in the league that are like players making plays, starters that I haven't heard of, because a lot of them are international players, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
And like I watch college basketball, and like I know Cooper Flag, right?
Sure.
And I know some of these other guys, but like, man, there's a lot of players in this league that are becoming like, in their own these towns, household names. But like, I'm not watching the Sixers play every night. I'm not watching the Wizards or some of these other nondescript teams outside the Cavaliers and like the big teams that matter that are on national TV every night. I know the Thunder players. Yeah, I know the Celtics players, the Cavs, and whatever, the Rockets, good teams, the Warriors, whatever. But I don't know, man. It's it is good though. It is good though for the game that things are kind of up in the air. I mean, it's the first time that in my lifetime, man, I don't remember an NBA being this wide open. Yeah, the Thunder are the favorites,
right?
But dude, are they that big of favorites? Not in my mind.
Denver's still really good, and
that's what I'm saying.
The East, I mean, obviously the Cavs are the favorite. Well, not obviously, but they are the favorite on, coming into the season. But there's all these teams. Like, are the Bulls any good? They started 4-0. I don't think so, but I don't know. The Sixers, they started 4-0. Are they any good? It's going to be interesting to see as the season goes along. Are some of these teams that get off to good starts, are they actually any good? Right now at Bet Rivers, the Cavs are plus 200 to win the East. The Knicks are plus 300. The Magic plus 800. But some of these oddball teams that have gotten off to these good starts, the Bulls are plus 6,000. The Sixers are plus 1,000. Would you consider dropping a few ducats on either of those teams right now? Or is that crazy?
So I see the Cavs are plus 700. You said the Bulls are what, 1,000?
No, that's just to win the East. Cavs are plus 200
to win
to
the
win the
East.
East, plus 700 to win the NBA title. I said
Okay.
the Sixers are plus 1,000 to win the East.
I mean, why couldn't they?
Who knows? And
Well, the East, I'd be spreading out
yeah,
coins left and
oh
right
yeah.
on some of these
You
teams,
never
and
know. These teams
then you
come
could
out of nowhere.
then hedge it out at the end. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And Embiid, so far they've played better when Embiid's not been on the floor. Like he's not playing a ton of minutes. It's been kind of weird. Let's get some fan comments here. We'll talk about the trade deadline in a minute. Let's see. Big Dave Lee says the Cavs and most NBA players now don't think the same way about how to play. It's all disjointed solo game leading to dunks and chuck threes. You miss a three, take two more, or make up. No fundamentals. I don't agree that there's no fundamentals. It's just the game is different. You may like it. You may not like it. I know. Listen, the NBA is very popular. Say what you want. It's big on social
Very
media.
popular.
Young people like it. I prefer the NBA from when I was a teenager and when I was in my 20s. But that doesn't mean it's better. It just means that's what I like. So I'm not a big fan of the modern NBA, but who cares? They're not playing to me. They want the next generation of fans. And, all the curmudgeons like me who like baseball more than basketball, well, that's not the case with young people. I think baseball's improved with young people because a lot of the rule changes, but basketball is still way more popular with young fans than baseball is right now. So we can, I'm sure Big Dave Lee's probably an old head like me, and so we can complain all we want about it. The genie's not going back in the bottle in the NBA.
The game's at it's in a great spot. It's very popular. We have a generation of young people that can't sit still for 2 seconds, and the NBA is a sport where it's just constant highlights. It's constant stimulation, and
Yeah.
so baseball, you want to sit down with your 12-year-old and watch the World Series and get them to sit there. Like we can
It's
enjoy
hard.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hard.
hard. It's
Yeah,
hard getting kids.
frankly, it's even hard for an adult at times because we're
Yeah,
all overstimulated by these devices.
no
And
doubt.
so you got the NBA where it's up and down, it's fast paced, it's
Yeah.
highlight after highlight, it's these popular stars, and yeah. And by the way, like I think this new NBA deal for TV is going to help the game because NBC bringing them back,
Yeah.
I think what that does, and tell me if I'm wrong, but there's a bit of nostalgia for people like me, guys in their
Sure.
40s,
Yeah.
who remember the NBA growing up. Even you, I mean, the NBA on NBC was a big thing,
Yeah.
growing up when Jordan
The
was
music,
playing,
I like
and
that music.
the music, and just, and
Yeah.
by the way, I read this article the other day. I'm not sure if you saw this. It was on Awful Announcing, but for some reason, NBC has a better picture. Peacock has a better picture than like all the other
Huh. I didn't see
channels
that.
out there because
Yeah.
of something with the way that they broadcast it. Maybe it's their cameras. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks better. It's brighter. It's more uh aesthetically pleasing
Yeah.
when you watch it. So, but for what
Well,
it's
that's
worth,
good.
I'm yeah, it's good.
I don't know. Are any of the games on 4K in 4K? Because I know the World Series on Fox is on 4K if you have a 4K TV. And I mean, some people may not. I know some people are like, what's the difference? There's a difference. If you watch a sporting event in 4K, I'm sure you've done that, right?
Of course, dude. I have
Yeah,
YouTube TV. I have a
yeah.
4K TV.
I mean, have you
And
watched these
any
World Series
yeah,
games at all in 4K? It's like I feel like I'm looking through a window at
it's
the
great.
game. It's
It's
just
great.
incredible. Last night I had on. I mean, this. Well, you're right. Even me, who loves baseball. Last night when the Cavs were playing, I had my YouTube TV on. I was going split screen, World Series, Cavs, Celtics, and occasionally I'm on my phone scrolling through Instagram. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
all going on at the same time. So if we're doing that, like kids, no, it is tough keeping focus.
They're for sure doing all of
Yeah.
that. I mean, they're just trying to, they're trying to use all their Robux up
Yeah, that's right.
during the World Series.
Big Dave Lee admits he's an old head. Welcome to the team there, Big Dave Lee. Mr. Chairman of the board says, I'd like NBC to bring back Ahmad Rashad.
What's he up to these days?
Yeah, I have
What's
no
he up to these
idea.
days?
Let's see.
Can I tell you
Ahmad.
a funny story? So like when
Yeah.
I was a kid, I watched Ahmad Rashad on NBA Inside Stuff, right?
Yep.
And he was a sideline reporter or whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea he played in the NFL.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he
I
played a
thought he was.
decade.
I know, Adam. I thought he was
Yeah.
just a broadcaster.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
was
had no
good
clue.
NFL back there for a while.
He was a receiver.
A receiver. Sorry, receiver.
Yeah.
He's been retired. I don't know. I mean, he's in his 70s. I don't know the last time he was a broadcaster, but yeah, that is funny. Let's see. He announced his retirement. This is funny too. I didn't remember this. Looking at his Wikipedia page, right before the launch of NBA Inside Stuff in 1990, Rashad, who was 40 at the time, signed a 2-day contract with the Sixers, as the show wanted to use Rashad playing in the NBA as a promotion. He was allowed to practice with the team and play in a preseason game against the Timberwolves the next day. That's pretty funny. He
Dude,
was subbed
nuts.
on for Hersey Hawkins. Remember Hersey Hawkins? Or is that too old?
Of course it is. 76ers, dude.
After the game, Rashad's performance was applauded by multiple teammates and coaches, including Hall of Fame teammate Charles Barkley. He made a couple of he had a 20-foot shot for his first and only points of the game, and then announced his retirement after the game. So that's Ahmad Rashad. But I don't think Ahmad Rashad was awesome. He was an awesome player. He was an awesome broadcaster. But I think at 75, he's hung it up at this point. But I don't know.
Never know.
Cool. Yeah. That's true. You never know. All right. Patrick, 4269. Cavs button 2 in the league in point. Cavs button 2. Oh, bottom 2. Jeez. Cavs bottom 2 in the league in points in the paint per game. We got 2 7-footers. That is bad. I know, again, it's early, but you don't want to be bottom 2 in the league in paint points per game. There's no excuse for that when you have 2 7-footers. Let's see. Big Dave Lee says hockey was the sport most positively impacted by the improvement of HD cameras. Ultimately, now 4K helps all, but hockey is the best. Well, hockey on TV was terrible back in the day. I mean, to me, it was unwatchable. You couldn't see the puck.
Correct.
And then they put that blue thing on there, but
which was like, oh, this is cool, and then it never caught on.
No. Like hockey in person, I like. It's fun, but hockey on TV was never. And now I just don't watch hockey. Not that it's not a good sport. It's just not my thing.
Just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Sammy Hill says it's especially a better picture if you're watching NBC or Fox or any broadcast channel on an over-the-air on antenna. Uncompressed digital signal. I have one backup and pick up 90 channels. Huh? That's from Sammy Hill. Interesting. I haven't used an antenna in forever, but maybe I should get the antenna. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. All right. So for let's talk about the Browns trade deadline this week. When it comes to trading guys on the offense, let's say they get a late round draft pick offer for Njoku or Jerome Ford or Wyatt Teller or Ethan Pocic. If you're the Browns, do you trade any of those guys for late draft picks, or do you keep them to try to give Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, or Deshaun Watson a little help, as much help as possible in this pathetic offense to make it through the season and see if any of these guys have anything? What's that?
I just don't. I don't know what you gain from trading away a legitimate player that could help your young quarterback. I personally wouldn't just sell off the entire team for 6-round picks, dude. For what? I mean, the team's not even like drafting well with the 6-round picks. They've hit on a few guys here and there, but you got a podcast coming up with Zach at some point this week. When you guys air that, Bull?
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll be talking more about this with Zach and get some good insights, so make sure you tune in for that. But no, I there's nothing big that the Browns are going to do that's going to, I don't know.
No, not
make the team any better.
No, what are they going to get? I mean, maybe they end up getting a 5th round pick for one of those guys at the best. They have nobody. Their only players of value have huge cap numbers and are untradeable. Like, you can't trade. I know there's some people like trade Myles Garrett. He's got a $40+ million dead cap hit. You can't have like $100 million in dead cap for 2 players.
No.
It's just crazy. Sammy says Bull needs some readers. I do have reading glasses. I may need to start wearing them on the podcast to read the chats. I think it was more of a brain freeze, that one, than not being able to read. Matt B says, "What's up, guys? Missed the Bull and Fox on the radio. We're here every Tuesday, Thursday, live at 9 a.m., folks. You guys were great. What are your thoughts on Jared Allen this year? I think we need to get a bully on this team down low." What's your thoughts on Jared Allen there, Dustin?
He's soft.
He is.
I mean, he's soft as Charmin. I mean, it's not like anything that we haven't talked about before. I mean, for his size, like the dude should be averaging a double-double.
Yes, sure.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
No doubt about it.
He's a nice guy. He's a good NBA player, but I just don't know that he's ever going to be like this dominant big man that he should be.
He doesn't fit the modern NBA though, because like now everybody's got to shoot.
Right.
Good Buller says, why did 92.3 get rid of its best guys in the Bull, Fox, and Barbershop? We chose to leave. We chose to leave, So did G. Bush. None of us got fired. I get that every once in a while, or sometimes people take a shot at me, be like, "Dude, what are you talking about? You got fired."
That's why you're not on the radio anymore, man.
I didn't get fired. I don't know where you heard that from, but you got banned. I mean, is Ken out there saying the rumors behind the scenes?
Never know.
No, I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that. Anyway, thanks to everybody for joining us today. As Dustin said, the podcast with Zach Jackson will be out tomorrow morning. I'll talk to him. And then I'm on vacay for a week. So the Bull and Fox podcast, the Bullpen podcast, will be on hiatus next week. We'll take a week off before the Browns get back in action. Thanks to Z and Max for producing. We'll see you next time. Where else but right here in the Bullpen with Bull and Fox, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.